Hello, I've been thinking about Medusa from the Greek story about Perseus a lot. So I started researching about her, which is hard if you can't read Latin. The more information I got, the less I actually thought she looks the way she does on Athena's shield. So here's a video about how Medusa looks like if Greek mythology was real. Disclaimer, these are my thoughts. And if you want to research yourself, I have a few links in the description. Medusa was born to Phorcys and Ceto, which were both sea monsters. She has two sisters, Steno and Eucryle, which were mortal. She was born mortal in a human-looking body. Let's be honest, since her parents are sea monsters, her inside probably weren't all human. According to Dionysius Schizobrachus, she was born in Libya, which at that time was the name of entire northwest Africa. Anywho, Medusa grew up becoming a devoted priestess to Athena. She was known for her beauty and especially for her gorgeous hair. One day, Poseidon physically harmed her in Athena's temple. Athena, being angry about this, decided to punish Medusa since she couldn't go against Poseidon. She turned Medusa's hair into snakes and made her so ugly that if anyone looked at her, they turned into stone. According to some interpretation, there is no record of Medusa turning women into stone. So maybe Athena's curse was actually a spell to protect her from other men who may harm her. Also, maybe Athena's spell just triggered some of Medusa's sea monster gene. Therefore, I assume the snakes were from the desert. I found one website that said that these snakes, Cirestus, Scytolius, Amphospiana, Millet, Icolos, or Sagitta, Parias, Tristeros, Haemorhus, Sep or Sepidon, and Deep Sun, formed from her blood when her head got cut off. So I assume these snakes didn't exist before. So if I narrow her location down to the country Libya, 13 snakes could have been in her hair. These snakes are Italian three-toed skink, Boulangeris felinia, viperine snake, diadem snake, Moorish viper, owl-headed snake, false smooth snake, javelin sand boa, foreskull sand snake, link mark sand snake, Egyptian sand snake, moila snake, and Kenyan bark snake. But if you squint really hard, her snakes could look like braids or a rasta, which led me to the Libyan Amazons. Little is known about them. I could only find one website which described them to have crescent-shaped shields. Also, Greeks did interact with them. It is believed that they migrated to the Dahomeys area when the area became drier, and continued their tradition to a lesser extent there. If you think the Libyan Amazons had anything to do with the fictional Amazons, you're sadly wrong. Most attributes from the fictional Amazons came from the Scythian, Thracian, Sarmatian. I couldn't find anything about the Libyan Amazons' hairstyle. I mean, cutting it short is probably better for fighting, but who knows? The ancient Libyan had a goddess by the name Tanit, which is known by the Egyptian as Naith. She was adopted by the Greek as Athena, according to Plutarch, Diodorus, and Herodotus. Tanit meaning land of the Nit, and Nit referring to the whole of North Africa. She was also associated with wisdom and law. She was venerated by the Libyan Amazons. So I guess it's safe to assume that Medusa is based off the Libyan Amazons. The Amazon lived near Lake Tritonius. They probably were part of the Berber, so I assume they had similar clothing. In conclusion, this is how I assume Medusa looks like. Keep in mind, I couldn't find any clothes from before the 5th century. Goodbye.